welcome back to After the Bell with Taylor and Cassie. We are hanging out at Sweetie High with contortionist, YouTuber, actress, and America's Got Talent Season 11 finalist Sofie Dossi is joining us.
Hello.
There's a mouthful, girl. You are just like the jack of all trades.
Imagine though, I watched one of your YouTube videos recently, and she did a whole intro upside down like this.
God.
So
nope, I'm gonna say
close the segment that way, right? Oh well. Speaking of being try to get the word right, everyone. Contortionist.
Contortionist.
Yes. We gotta know. You're only 16 years old. Mm-hmm. Take us backwards though. Like not physically, just but in time where you discovered this ability.
Well, I discovered this when I saw a YouTube video of a contortionist, and I saw it and I tried it, and I realized, whoa, my back can actually do this. Like, I'm really flexible, and I fell in love with it and just started teaching myself at home.
Wow, and this is when you were 12, right?
Yeah, I was 12.
Wow, okay, so you then began to teach yourself. What was like the first thing that you were able to master on your own? And was this all through YouTube videos?
This was pretty much all through YouTube videos from Cirque du Soleil. I would study them and their performances and study each move and like each position of their leg, and I would then teach myself how to do that.
And you did the bow and arrow was one of the first ones that you were able to do, right, with your feet?
The bow and arrow was an idea. Actually, I just had in my head, and I'm like, what if I take a bow and arrow, put it on my toes, and shoot it? And
you're taking this whole hand-eye coordination to the next level.
Right.
I don't even think I need one in my hands, let alone my feet. But I gotta ask them, when you're 12 and you're sitting here trying these poses, is mom just sitting there like, honey, what are you doing exactly?
Well, actually, funny story with that. When I first did the bow and arrow, I asked my dad, hey, can we get a bow and arrow so I can shoot with my feet? And he was like, yeah. So we went to the store and we bought a bow and arrow and came back to the house. And I remember my mom went to the store and she came back, and I'm shooting a bow and arrow in front of the house, and she came back and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm shooting a bow and arrow with my feet. And she's like, oh, okay.
Some supportive parents right there.
Exactly. That's
How
so
many
funny.
times did it take you to master that with your feet?
And how many broken windows?
I think it took about 3 months for me to like get it down really solid.
Okay.
Like
I got it.
consistent.
Right.
So obviously being flexible is one thing that's definitely necessary, but I would think there's also a lot of strength that is involved. Because I can barely if you think with your toes, actually, I don't, how do you build this?
All of
to the
it.
strength.
Yeah, it's very tricky because it's more than you think. It comes down to literally like centimeters and millimeters when you're like doing one arms and like poses like that. Like if your foot is like a little bit too like pointed or over this way, then you could fall out.
Wow.
So.
And now you taught yourself, but have you ever had professional help as well? To kind of guide you through anything new, or it's all on your own. That is incredible.
Well, I wonder, is there a place? I mean, I don't really know. I know there's dance studios for those that want to be dancers, and there's gymnasiums for gymnasts. Is there an actual place for contortionists to go? Other than you two, which clearly you can learn just about anything.
I don't know, is there?
But you haven't experienced it then. You just do it all self-taught. That's amazing.
I know there are places you can go to like learn aerials and silks and things like that. Contortionists, I think there are a few like workshops and things like that, but I've always felt like I teach myself, and when I teach myself, I learn more, and I can teach myself more and push myself to how I want to push myself.
A little cheaper too. Just say it, right? Self-taught home, that's good.
What has been the most surprising move that you've been able to do where you were just like, oh my God, did I just do that?
Surprising move. Ooh. Probably, I'd say throwing knives to my feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I actually just
good.
recently posted a video of me throwing knives with my feet, and I remember when I did that, I was just like, this is so cool.
Wow.
Like, I can do this.
Have you ever gotten hurt trying any of these? Not yet?
No, never gotten hurt.
Really?
Yeah, never gotten
so
hurt.
Crazy.
Well, because like I know like how to push myself. Like I won't push myself to the point where I'll get hurt, and I know my body, so yeah.
And going back to the point of needing strength, what do you do on a daily basis to make sure your body is in tip-top shape so that you don't get hurt?
Well, I'll go on runs every morning and work on abs. Then I'll do like hand balancing, like just handstands, or just create moves or redo some of my old moves. But I love creating moves. That's my favorite thing.
Well, you always hear like working out all your own body weight is like the best way to do it. And I've got to ask you, because mastering the handstand, I think it's something that all kids, try to do.
Yeah.
Where are you supposed to stare? Like, where are my eyes supposed to be focused on when I'm in a handstand?
Well, really, like, you can focus anywhere. Like, I've gotten to the point where, like, I can do a handstand and, like, I can look all over the place.
Okay, well, assuming the average individual.
Assuming an average person.
Yeah, like, are you supposed to look a little in front of you, like, with your eyes, just to keep that
I would
balance?
say, like, look at your hands.
Look at my hands.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I'm going to test that off air.
Off camera.
Yeah, off cam, for sure.
I want to switch gears a little bit now to your YouTube channel. Obviously, it's kind of full circle, because you started, with the YouTube tutorials, learning what you're doing, and now you're creating videos on a channel that has over 1.5 million subscribers. What are your all-time favorite videos to post?
My favorite. Some of my favorite are the truth or dares I do.
Okay.
Because I always put like a little bit of epic stuff in there, like with my tricks.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play with you.
I would not.
Just
You'd win all the dares.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think those are definitely my favorite ones. They're the most fun.
And this has also led you into acting roles as well.
Yes.
So you're not only on YouTube. We'll get to a new series she's going to be in soon, which actually happens to be on YouTube. But going backwards, you've also been a part of Disney Channel.
Yeah,
correct?
I was on Disney Channel Bizarrevark, and I guest starred there, and it's so fun. I love being on sets.
How did you get noticed? Is acting a separate entity for you? Is it something that you do on as a part of being a contortionist? Is that how you got recognized at first, or acting? Are they separate? Or do people notice you through your social media and then you channel it in acting?
I think they noticed me through my social media.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's it like for you on set with the big cameras, Disney Channel?
I love being on sets. Like when I was on America's Got Talent, I just loved every little bit of it. And then Disney Channel, like, it just is something I just love to do.
That's so fun. I love that. Well, should we take it back then all the way to America's Got Talent? Because I guess we...
Either that, and then we'll fast
Should we
forward
fast forward?
to Brat.
Yeah. Brat.
Which one should we?
Which way do you want to go?
Which way do you want to go?
We can go to America's Got Talent and then fast forward.
Okay, there we go.
Let's do that. Tell us a little bit about kind of the audition process and what was that like, and kind of the highlight for you seeing the judges' reactions.
Well, I remember the whole audition thing. That was very scary. I was backstage and I was like, oh my God, this is it. Like, I've never had that many butterflies in my life. And I remember going out onto that stage, it's kind of crazy because on camera, it actually kind of looks bigger than it is, even though it's still really big. It still looks bigger than it is. And my back just fell up.
You're good. See? Part of being on set, on stage, on camera. There we go. All right, so it looks bigger. Yeah, we've been to a couple sets, and it is. It's kind of, you're there, you're like, oh, this looks bigger on television. But nonetheless, still a live audience, a lot of eyeballs.
I've always been curious. Obviously, what we see on TV could be different from, what actually happens. Did you have to do your routine more than once to get different angles or anything like that, or was it like a one-time take?
No, for America's Got Talent, it's a one-time take. Right. You go out there, do it once, that's it.
What was your favorite reaction you got then when you were out there?
Favorite was probably the golden buzzer.
Yeah,
that was the golden buzzer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Epic.
That was so epic. Actually, funny story. I remember on the car ride over to the day I was going to perform, my brother had said, Sophie, stop worrying. You're going to get the golden buzzer, because I was like freaking out. And I was just like, I kind of blew it off. I was like, whatever. Like, I'm not going to get the golden buzzer.
Spoke it into the universe.
He did.
And then I went out there, and I remember the routine went so well, like better than expected. Like that was the best I've done. And when I got the golden buzzer, I was so shocked. Like my face, if you saw my face, that was like 100% pure shock. Like I didn't know what to do.
Your brother's also like, I told you so, right?
And I came backstage and my brother's like, I told you
See?
so. Just like,
Describe
I'm
for
glad you told me
everyone,
so.
Really quick though, for those who may not know what the golden buzzer is, describe kind of what it is and like why it's such a big deal.
Well, the golden buzzer, if one judge can only press the golden buzzer once through the entire first and second round, and if you get the golden buzzer, you move on to the second round right away.
Nice. Oh, that must be really
So
big.
it's like you're set.
Yeah, you're
You're
set. You
sold.
don't need
Exactly.
judging
And
at
who
all.
was the judge that hit the golden buzzer?
Reba McEntire.
Ah! Legend.
Legend.
Literally
We
so
just
cool.
I
saw
love
her a
Reba.
couple weeks ago at the ACM Awards.
Yeah.
She's just legendary.
Yeah, I love
it.
Reba.
All right, now
Now we
yeah,
can
now we'll get
fast forward.
okay. Everyone watching is very familiar with Brat and a bunch of the series and of course all of the young actors and actresses in it. You're going to be in an upcoming
Yes.
series that is not out yet but coming out soon.
Yes, it's called Boss Cheer.
Okay.
And it's kind of explains itself. I don't know how much I can say
I was
about
like,
it.
yeah, it's a cheer-
but
Boss cheerleaders? Like, is that?
I mean, you can obviously tell it's like about cheer.
Cheer.
Okay. Okay, and so tell us a little bit, the story behind getting that casting. Are you friends with everyone on set? Because I feel like that is such a core group
Right.
of friends.
Yeah, oh my god. Once we were on set, like everybody gets along so well, like almost too well. like,
Is there anyone else on it that's been on previous Brat shows? Or is this like a new cast coming in?
Right.
no, it's a brand new
It's
cast.
brand new.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So
okay.
the Brat family is growing.
It's growing
Yeah.
rapidly. Oh, that's
Yeah.
exciting.
So I know you can't give away too much, but tell us a little bit about your character, maybe, and I'm assuming is your character a contortionist too?
Well, I play a cheerleader who has unique abilities.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to see basically what she's like and how her personality is when it comes out.
All
And
right.
we'll see pretty soon, right?
Yeah,
It'll
pretty
be
soon.
announced soon when it's gonna be
Right.
airing. And all
It'll be
that.
announced soon.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god, we can't wait!
I know. Well, if you guys want to see a little bit more of her before that series comes out and maybe some of her unique abilities, you can
Yes.
check her out on her YouTube channel, which is, what is your handle on YouTube?
Sofie Dossi.
Easy.
Yeah, thank you for keeping it
Mine out.
simple for everyone.
Yes.
And then where else can everyone follow you and keep up with you on your social media? Is it the same thing?
Yes, same thing. Sofie
Across the
Dossi.
board.
Everything. Instagram, Snapchat,
Easy.
Facebook,
All of
Twitter, everything. YouTube.
You'll know when you get there.
Yes.
Yes,
There will be
you'll
no
know.
questions
Yeah.
if it's Sophie or not. It is.
I love it. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. And thank you guys for joining us today on After the Bell. We'll see you tomorrow on an all-new episode, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye.
You were supposed to do that upside down, remember?
No! Gosh, I can't even move my arms like that. Okay.